Hello, 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 TikTok. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So, there was a promise made that tonight will be a night that we're going to be discussing love, and I'm excited about that. My friend Mancode will be on here in a second with me. So, you guys come on in. Tonight, we're talking about love. We're talking about what love is. It's a lot of conversation about black men and black women, and it's a great conversation. It's a necessary conversation. But to talk about it in love, I think to talk about love is also extremely important. So that's what tonight is about. Tonight is about how do we spread love? How do we share love? If somebody is in need of hearing love, loving words and kind words, we're here. We are here. We are here, and I'm excited about it. So I pray, that we are able to convey that idea as clearly as possible. I know we will, but it was just time. Like I said yesterday, there has been a lot of conversation about the differences with men and women, and what some women prefer, what some men prefer. And a preference is not bad, like a preference is not terrible. But at some point, our preferences cannot cause us to hurt other people, right? I can't go around saying, well, if a man is whatever height, then I don't want to deal with them. It's just best to just not be so full of vile conversation. So tonight we're just talking about love. That's all. If somebody wants love, if you're lacking love, this is the place I believe that we're going to just be able to sit back and just talk about love. So if anybody wants to join in, I'm going to wait until Mancode arrives. We're going to kind of kick things off together. But we want to bring men on stage who haven't heard a compliment in a long time, right? A woman on stage who hasn't heard a compliment in a long time. It's time for us to compliment each other. It's time for us to compliment each other. It's time for us to say how we feel, and it be a safe place. It is rather sad to see so many men not be able to talk about their feelings, not be able to talk about, the things that they're experiencing. Like, you all need a safe place too. You need a safe place too. There's my friend. Invite you on. Invitation has been sent, sir. So we're not going to be before you long, but we'll get a male and female perspective on love and all the good stuff about love. Yes, sir. I see it. All the good stuff about love. Because I love love, personally. I love being in love. I love all the joy and the fun of love. I love it all. I love the submission part. Yes, there are lots of women who love submission. I enjoy being in relationships. It was always a lot of fun for me until I got cheated on. It ain't fun no more. Now I gotta be, the other side. But tonight we just want to love on people. Give you a chance to hear something positive. Give you a chance to hear something sweet and kind about you. I don't think that happens too often. I personally I love love. I pray about love every day. I don't pray about being in love. I pray about how to give God's love. I have a prayer call every morning at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And sometimes there are themes. And tomorrow's theme is love. But if you've been following me, or if anybody has been in that prayer call, you know that God deposits different things to pray about. And so tomorrow is love, like praying about love of self, love of others, loving people the way God loves people, which is not easy. Oh my gosh. That's not easy to do all the time, because people, right? People make it very difficult. But I think the joy in that is when you're able to find love in yourself, when you're able to find just the joy of being who you are, loving people is not very difficult at all. I wasn't a person that loved on people very easily. Always, it took me some time to kind of break down all of those barriers that I had, and so it took some time. But after a while, you keep believing, and it will happen, and it did, and I'm so glad about it. Miss Lee, who is that? Is that either my daughter or my mother? I don't know. I know Jessica Chen. Is that Jessica? I think that's my daughter, y'all. I'm so excited. She grown. I ain't gonna embarrass you, baby. Hi, Bookie. That's my baby. I'm not gonna tell y'all her business, but she is very amazing. She's in the military, so I can't tell you her business, but she makes me proud. She's the reason why I love so hard. Oh, I'm not gonna cry tonight. Oh my God, I just felt a tear. Oh God, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh Jesus, I'm not gonna do it. Jessica, I promise you. I'm sorry. Michelle, is that how you say that? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stay strong tonight. But that's where my heart is at. That person right there. My whole heart. Please go to bed. Oh, pumpkin pie. Don't be embarrassed by your mama. I am though glad social media was not around when I was a young person. Because your grandma would have ate that up, honey. Oh my God. So I'm not gonna embarrass you, I promise you. I promise y'all. I'm gonna go to bed soon though. Trust and believe. I've been at this desk all day, but I gave my word. And tonight, if you don't know, this TikTok is about love. We're talking about what love is. How do you recognize that you're even in love? Whatever comes up. Gotcha, sir. I don't know how to re-invite you to the live. I thought you were still there. Oh. I think that's it. Okay. Hey.
Good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Uh-oh.
I'll
Are you
just
kidding?
playing. I'm just
Oh, I
playing.
thought to see it, Lord. This expensive light.
I am just playing.
It's so good to see you.
Same here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yesterday, for anybody who didn't know, yesterday I kind of made this announcement that tonight I wanted to talk about love. I wanted to give space to talk about love, to talk about the things of love. And my friend Mancode, I'm so excited. He decided to join in with me to also share, in this conversation. I personally feel like, men don't have a lot of spaces where they can just kind of talk about how they feel about love. And I want to give time to just shower people with love tonight, honestly, men and women. And so when my brother popped up, I said, okay, this is awesome. This is awesome because he is a great man, great businessman. And I've known you for a couple of years now, even though we haven't been able to connect a whole lot. You're a good person. So I'm so glad you joined me tonight.
No problem.
Yes, yes. So, oh my gosh, love, right? I think there's so much conversation right now about how horrible Black women are, how lazy Black men are, and that was breaking my heart. Now, I'm not going to say that those conversations don't have a place, right? But I wanted to take time to just hear from a Black man, what is that conversation feels like? How do you feel about the temperature of social media when it comes to the relationships between the Black man and woman?
Sick of it.
Yeah.
Sick of it. Um, I have been on TikTok with my platform since like literally 2019, and I began to really go after it right after my divorce, or doing during the hard or the ending. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and experiencing some of those things that a lot of people talk about. It's easy to villainize someone else, and of course, and continue to make them villains in your story, but you're not innocent. And
Yeah.
there's so many people who are finger pointing. who are blaming. What's up, big bro? But if y'all do me a favor, please follow. If y'all, all my people, please follow Sharita. I actually know her personally, so she good people. She's solid. Let's help her grow her platform. Um, it's based off experience, and I hate to say these words because people have made them hot words and hot topics, but the majority of these lives are trauma bonded.
Yeah.
They always speak to something trauma or some hurt, and when they go live, these other hurt people validate them. Miss Tanisha, that's another one. Miss Tanisha's on the same thing. She be going live on Sundays, so
Mm.
be, be preaching doing her thing. So hopefully y'all follow each other. She good
Yeah,
people.
for sure.
Um, she's also here in Alabama as well.
Oh,
So
good.
but having that experience, I had the opportunity and possibly would have been right in my bitterness. I chose to deal with it. I chose to face it. I chose to make peace, whether it's accepted or not. So at the end of the day, I'm not carrying something to somebody else.
Yeah.
And we all carry baggage. I'd rather my baggage be Louis Vuitton.
Come on.
If I'm gonna carry something, let it be the best of the best. So let me be honest about, you know what? Uh, you screwed up, bro. You didn't cave in, you didn't compromise when you should have compromised. You stood strong when you should have compromised, and you compromised where you should have stood strong. You didn't set the correct foundation. You didn't know how to vet this person to really ask and get past the mask, because a lot of promises were made that were not kept.
Right.
They were not kept. I got you on this, I got you on that, and it was the total opposite once marriage hit.
Mm-hmm.
It was a flip. So you have to deal with that, and people don't change. It's just the real them. Sometimes the mask get pulled back.
Right.
It's your job to really and thoroughly dive into that situation, and then also it's your job to deal with your bitterness. And the biggest thing that I did was get in front of the mirror.
Mm.
These people are cowards out here on these platforms, and I say it to their face. I say it to their screen. You are the biggest coward, male and female. You are the biggest coward
Yeah.
out here spreading this hate and this vitriol and this foolishness. When I can look at you and tell straight up, they do it with the church, they do it with
Right.
each other, they do it in businesses, they do it in friendships. None of y'all get in front of this mirror and talk to you, because you can't lie to you.
Come on.
You can't lie to you. I can lie to Sharita. Sharita can lie to Mancode. I can lie to Miss Tanisha. But at the end of the day, I can't lie to me.
That's right.
I know every little ugly thing I've done. I know every little ugly fail, a little secret that I'm trying to hide. I know that.
Yeah.
You don't. So until we deal with those things on a collective basis, we don't know what love looks. We're in a time where we don't know what love looks like. I
Right.
just left the shop earlier, and we were talking about how crazy social media has made things to where you want to be the first. You don't care about, even somebody can be in front of you expiring. You can save this person's life, but because they're famous or have a little bit of status, you want to be the first to report that something bad happened to them just so you can go viral.
Exactly. Right. Right.
When do we start doing this?
It's crazy.
So the best thing for me to do is, true enough, there are rotten women out there.
Mm-hmm.
Rotten. There are horrible men out there.
Yeah.
Just atrocious. But they're acting like the squeaky wheel. They're getting all the oil.
That's right.
The people who showing love, like I I want to see more love, because we don't know what it is,
Yeah.
and we don't know how to accept it, because we want to make toxicity normal. We want to make this ungodly behavior normal. This hateful, destructive behavior, we have made it. We have flipped the script and made that normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's wrong. That's why we'll never see love again.
Mm.
That's why people stick that finger down their throat when they see a black man and a black woman kissing each other. Vice versa. It don't matter what ethnic group they are.
Right.
There's no love being shown. Period.
Right.
If it ain't about that bag, you a simp,
Mm. Yeah.
or you a pick me.
Right.
If you picking this woman to marry her for what? Her body's used. Girl, your body used too.
Right. Right.
You walk around here with Community D, but you want to talk about her.
Come on.
Um, Bro, you got miles on you too. A woman don't want that. Don't want. Listen, she's like just consider it an oil well. That oil well don't want to be drilled when that drill is rusty. It didn't hit every landfill around that you can name. And you think I'm happy that you come in here trying to drill on me? No, sir. Go ahead, take that somewhere else. You need
That's
some new equipment. I don't want that over here.
very true.
But and then sometimes but not having love, we put too much respect on what's in the drawers. And I'm not talking about just I'm talking about both sides of the aisle.
Absolutely.
The gray sweatpants and the cheeks hanging out the boy short.
Yeah.
All our eyes no longer I no longer as a black man, let's say this true collectively. I no longer look you in the eyes of black women or as a woman, period. I am looking at collarbone down. You're no longer we're dehuman. We have desensitized ourselves to love,
Yeah. That is
and it's so embarrassing
yeah.
that I treat you like this.
Right.
Then I'm surprised when you act a certain way.
That's exactly what has me chuckling right now because it's always what it is. It's the surprise later. Not even realizing that the humanization is happening. And how do we get here? Well, we didn't even realize the genesis of relationships nowadays is so superficial. God, you saying it. You saying it. You're saying it. Jesus. And it brings to my mind what started this journey for me of really trying to heal. I was in a great relationship. This was in 2004, 2005. And it was money. We had money. We were comfortable. And then Katrina hit. And we had to evacuate. We had to pack up as quickly as we could. And I was still in my pajamas. And we just grabbed some stuff and left. Got downtown. Then found out 2 or 3 days later that we had no house to go back to. And that's when you see what a relationship is really made out of. That's when you can tell, he was a model kind of type guy. And, I was 100 pounds lighter and we had what we thought we needed. You don't know what you need until life hits you. And that really showed me, what is a relationship? What really is a relationship? Can it sustain nothing? If you lose everything, what is love when you have absolutely nothing to give the other person but hope? And that again started. Now there are other places I needed to heal from, but that's really where it started for me is I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be with somebody where it is superficial, where it is about money, because things happen. It doesn't take but a good life event for something to occur, and money is gone. But can we sustain? Can we sustain? So now my question is, how do we get to that place? How do we get to a place of healthy vetting? How do we get to a place of, because a lot of women who are really, really good women are really at home watching TV. That is a real thing. They're not outside. They're not, showing themselves off.
The problem is we're not meeting each other.
That's so true.
Then when we do meet each other, we're not equally yoked as people love to bring that up. Really, just break down the basis of that. Meaning we're not even going in the same direction. That's all that really is.
Right.
We don't have like you're a good woman, you're very attractive, you physical. Ooh, you do it for me. I like the way you talk, blah blah blah. But I never asked, well, what is your goals? Where are you trying to go? Because you could be a missionary. You're literally trying to go to Africa, go these places, and do things. And let's say you spread the gospel that way. But let's say I'm in the same faith with you, but I'm called here to be a pastor, whatever. Do this, this. Just because y'all have the same system, y'all still are not equally yoked. Because your mission, your call is to go over here. Mine is right here. So we're still not gonna work.
Exactly.
And you wondering why they're like, oh, these believers, these Christians getting divorced because they're not going the same direction. Of course they're gonna get that. Of course that's gonna happen.
That's right.
And see, we can't just keep basing it on certain things because I like you, because I do this. Listen,
Come on.
the fact that I like you should make me want to ask you the hardest questions I can ask you.
Yeah.
And if you get mad,
Come.
I had a chick one time just recently get kind of just started grilling me about stuff, even though we didn't work out. But she grilling me about stuff, and I'm just sitting here answering it. And I told her one of the things she said, I was like, honestly, I don't know yet. And it was like she was expecting me. I guess she was expecting me to flip out because she asked me a really hard question. It was really a probing question. I'm like, I don't know yet. And she didn't know what to do with that because I was like, oh, sweetheart, oh, you thought I was gonna flip out. No, I've done the work on myself.
Wow.
Sorry, I've done the work on myself. So I kind of know and evaluate that. And
Yeah.
I said also, if you don't like where I am or you feel like I should be further along, maybe you want to get to know my story before you try to prejudge and say you should be over here.
There you
No,
go.
I'm successful right here because of what I made it through. I'm successful right. I shouldn't even be here physically.
There, yeah.
So I'm not going to let you minimize me because you feel like I should have more. I should be getting the bag. I should do this. The question is, at the end of the day, do you like and or love me?
Mm. Come
We
on.
we have made all of our. Let me just break this whole conversation down to one simple thing. We have turned this into a proposition. We have turned this into a business relationship. We have let corporate world, social media filter this out into our relationship to where now it's strictly business. I
Yeah.
don't even like you. Even the thing that one of the greatest corrections God ever made of a man and woman be able to get as physical as we can with each other, is get as close as we can to each other. That's even a bit has turned into a just transactional only.
Yeah.
There's no emotion in it.
Mm.
We got OnlyFans over here paying mortgages for some of these people. And whether people want to admit it or not, guys are on there too.
Right.
So let's not completely throw stones. Guys on there too.
Right.
So you got this type of stuff going. It's all about selling the options, selling the angle, selling this. And love is just and can you imagine for just one instance? We tend to think God is so um robotic. But can you imagine all the things that you saying I have sent love into the world and y'all have really put the fire out? Can you imagine how hurt his feelings is because we don't even love him no more?
Listen, that's a whole nother hour conversation. Absolutely. Seriously. That is um not even, and it's almost like people don't even recognize, they don't even recognize the fact that they need to be able to find a relationship with Christ or with God or whatever power, whatever thing that they feel like they need to. But doing this thing alone, doing life alone it causes anxiety. It can cause you, to be stressed out. But learning how to love God is, to me, the first step of how to find love again, on the earth is. And that's so important. Man, you're really giving some great gems tonight. And my
We
prayer. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know continue.
No, I was gonna say, my prayer though is that, these spaces. So I'm glad to know that Miss Tanisha also has a positive space where that love is talked about, where healthy conversations are. So I'm definitely gonna join in on Sunday. I pray it's after church because I don't get home till almost 2 o'clock. And to just to just get to a place where we can just talk about those positive things. But you're right, having the conversations, but knowing people and meeting people where they are and not judging. It's one thing to want a man to pay all the bills. Okay, that's great. But when we sit down and talk to people and hear their stories, even their 25% could be their everything. But like you said, we just got to get to a place where we're sitting talking to one another and not listening to somebody on social media, dictate, well, if he ain't doing this and he ain't nothing. No, that's impossible to put that label on every man. It's crazy to see how people are so dead set on, if he's not doing this, this, and this, he's no good. And everybody amens it. And I'm telling you, that's what was breaking my heart. I would say stuff like, please say some men, not all men. Like, please say some, not all. Because when we start to say all, we start to believe all, then we start to walk in awe. And now we're lonely and don't know what's going on, don't know why we can't connect to anybody. Well, look at how look at the choices that we're making too. Because it's not just really romantic relationships. There are friendships that can't even be formed because of how warped some people's minds are about
She
just
said she
saying,
remember seeing you at Rock City.
huh?
That's exactly what she is too, Miss Sage.
Oh, yes, ma'am. That's second home. I be's at church. I hadn't been there I just started going back because I had surgery, so I've been home. But yeah, that's
Listen,
a lot of love there.
we forget. Going back to your point though, that's what's up, Miss Sage. I'm actually gonna try to make a visit out there soon. But
Yay!
but we tend to forget love covers a multitude of sins, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use a perfect example real quick, if I may. I used to work for a furniture company called Standard Furniture, and I talk about this kid we can call her Ray. Ray was, her mother had worked there for about 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So she was on the tail end of being a teenager, and she started to explore. And we know what I mean by explore.
Mm-hmm.
Explore her body, getting to know certain things, or whatever. Um, oh, you moved to North Carolina? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hey, handle your business. Handle. I know you be moving. When you be led, you go. That's what's up. But this young lady, would come to the store with her mom, and I built a really good relationship with her. I did. I built a really good relationship with her, and she ends up getting, she experimented, got out there, curious, and got pregnant.
mm,
And the amount of fingers that was put in that girl face,
mm,
the anger that she got, the fussing, the this, the that, the third, she just knew that she considered me a big bro. She just knew I was finna, I was finna come down. She knew it, and she avoided me. Of course, her mom came and told me, but she avoided me until she started showing.
wow.
And I'm gonna show you what it does for people. So she's expecting this. She get out the car. I get off work early. She get out the car. She dang near had snot and tears just pouring down her poor little cheeks.
Mm,
She felt so ashamed of what happened, and I could see how heavy those steps she was taking to come toward me. I could see how heavy they were. I could look at her
wow.
on the tail and see. I could see it on her spirit. It was so heavy. And the only thing is, I felt like Christ at that moment. All I did was open my arms.
Come
Come here.
on.
I said, "Come here." And she wet up my whole shirt. I'm glad I was going home. My whole shirt had tears and snot all in it. And I just hugged her till she stopped crying.
Yeah.
I said, "This does not change how I view you.
Mm,
This is just this is a mistake that's gonna be costly. Like this is gonna shift some things.
yeah.
You're not going to be going to the path that I wanted you to go. It's not over, but it's gonna be delayed for a while. You gotta be a mama now."
Mm,
And I'll never forget, I put my hands on her face and I looked her dead in the eyes. I said, "Now, what's done is done.
yeah.
You now have to be the greatest mother that you can be toward this baby. That's how you make me proud now. Be a great one.
See.
And I love you no less."
Mm, that's what it is. That's it right there.
I said, I told her straight up. She cried even harder. She was expecting chastisement, and all I had was compassion and love
Right.
for her at that moment. Because what's the use in fussing and cussing and doing all that when it's already done?
It's already done. Can't take it back.
It's bad enough that she made a mistake. She got out there. Oops.
Right.
Come on. All right, baby girl. Listen. Okay, now we got to begin from here now. And that's how I know for a fact that God hadn't made me a father yet, but I know I would have been a great one
Yeah.
because I feel like I would have done certain things, but in that moment, I couldn't even do it. I did what was built in me. Was like, "Come here. I see it on you that you got enough on you already.
Right.
You don't need me piling on.
Come
Just come here.
on.
Just come here." Now, what we don't understand. Let's begin with the love of God, right? For God, before we can even go here,
Right.
we got to go here.
That's right.
So the fact that we should love God so much that it should hurt us to disappoint him. That's what we're missing. We're trying to go by these show. We already seen that when the Pharisees and Sadducees did that type of crap to
Right.
people. That's unattainable and it's unreachable because they was the one in the synagogue teaching everybody. So we had to believe what they said. That's why Jesus was ticked off with them guys. Like, you are telling these folks wrong. Y'all look like clean customers. Y'all are awful. Y'all are so filthy inside. It's just ridiculous.
Exactly.
What's up, Show Nation? So we tend to look at God and be like, okay, we have delegated him to one job, is grant me my 3 wishes.
Come on.
When really we don't say, hey God, is this person for me? She physically she is everything I want. She is she got this, she got that. God, he got the money, he got this.
Right.
But is this person supposed to be here?
Come on.
Are they supposed to be here?
Is it
Nope.
your will?
Now, when we turn around and say, okay, I've seen people turn on God. Like I am working on a presentation right now called Innocent God for this very reason. Because we blame him for things that we have control of, and people have got bitter and hateful toward him because of the representation of who these people say they represent him look like.
Yeah.
We got to own that. The representation ain't been doing right.
Right.
But let me do me a favor. Don't talk about that bank and trash that bank. Go open up an account at that bank and see the benefits for you.
Come on.
Just go to that bank. Don't talk about how bad Wells Fargo is. You've never been there. You've never withdrawn or deposited $1 in there. Just go in there and see how nice the people are at each branch.
Yeah.
You can sit up here and talk about Publix like a dog until you go in there and realize these are some good people.
Right.
This is a good place. When you sit here standing there trying to figure out where you want to go and somebody working stops, hey, you need some help? Oh, wait a minute, I don't know what this. Oh, wait a minute, this new. So that's how we do God. We talk about him based off your experience, how bad you see. I had my own bad experience. Guess what? I got more church hurt probably than any people in here. I spent 15 years in a cult situation that destroyed my entire life. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I lost 15 years of my life consecutively, separated from everything and anything that I knew, that I lost memories because they were spoken based ungodly, because I was unlearned, wasn't taught how to study God's word. And I got around the wrong people, messed me up. Yet and still, I took a year off from God. I said, F God, I said, this life, all of it, y'all fake, blah, blah, blah. And until I got told that I was so angry at this person until I had to go look in the mirror, and God spoke to me and told me. Then he spoke to me through the young lady I was dating at the time. She said, you want vengeance, but God want redemption.
Listen.
I was so convicted. I couldn't say nothing.
Sheesh. Yeah.
I got off the phone with her, and I was selling cars at the time. I got off the phone with her, and I prayed and cried and walked around that whole entire lot until I got that out my heart.
Wow.
Now done for you. I understand how people get bitter because the representation is ungodly. It is horrible. It is unattainable. Some of these things they tell you got to do, and it is not scripture.
Right.
So you lose your love for God, and then you start looking at it and say, hold on. Wait. You ain't had nothing to do with how he treated me. I got to accept that I accepted that foolishness. I went back to it. I made a choice. Ooh, golly, don't tell me that I made a choice in that.
Oh, that's it. Right.
So now we got to do the same thing in our relationship. Stop blaming that person for what they did to you when you kept going back, allowing them to. You made a choice to allow them to do that to you. So now you made a decision in your trauma. Oops.
Right.
Oops. Don't tell me that. I want to be a victim. I want to make him a bad guy. Yeah, he is the bad guy. She is the bad guy. But you kept going back. Right. And like 6'2" Peaches said one of the most powerful things to me that I held on to. She said, you're a victim the first time you do that. You're not a victim if you go back.
I'm telling you right now, that's the absolute truth. Jesus.
And so you're no longer a victim, you're a participant, you're a willing participant at this point. So how much of a bad guy am I if you went back to that traumatic situation knowing what it was?
Mm,
Knowing how verbally abusive, emotionally and spiritually abusive, that's it, physically abusive this situation is.
right.
You're gonna go back to it, but then you want to see we got a victim mentality when it comes
That's
to
what
a
that's
certain
where it comes from. Absolutely.
victimize me.
Yeah.
Make I got somebody to blame. I got an audience now. So now I'm gonna jump on here and I'm gonna say love don't exist. When have you actually really experienced it?
Right.
You don't even know. You don't even know what it looked like. What are
You
you
don't
talking
even
about?
know.
You don't even know what it looked like if it came up and, and kicked you in the knee.
That's it. Because a lot of times, true love, it looks like accountability. It looks like, you need to be healthier. Let's eat healthier. Let's go to the doctor. Let's make sure, we're taking care of ourselves. It looks like go get a therapist. Go sit on somebody's couch. Like giving somebody that kind of advice, people tend to get offended when they hear that kind of stuff. But that's what love is. And when we can finally get to a place as women, I can speak for us, for some of us, when we get to a place where if we're experiencing the same man over and over again. I had a conversation with a friend recently. She was talking about how she seems to have like the same cycle of man. And I said, well, you're feeding that cycle. Once you break out of that cycle and start loving on yourself, you're going to probably attract a better person or a different person, for crying out loud, having the same experience over and over again. But it is because she can sometimes step into that victim mentality, professional victim mentality, when you've only known trauma. And so you don't even know, like you said, if a healthy person came up, you won't even know what it looks like because you've been so conditioned to just receiving that pain. And some people become comfortable in the pain. So like today, these kind of conversations is like to go get a mirror after the live is over, for all of us to go get a mirror. What are the things that I'm contributing to my own demise? What am I doing? What am I not doing? What conversations am I not having?
It's too heavy. That's you taking away. You can't do that. You taking away my ability to be a victim.
Oh, come on. Because, people get, when you're a victim, when you are, you got to hide. I literally have seen this. Knowing somebody's putting their hands on you. And not to say that all people who have experienced abuse are just having that victim mentality. Sometimes they're so mentally broken, they don't know what to do. Men and women. I've watched men go through this.
Going through it that we don't talk about. We probably call them weak. It's a lot of men going through that because they
Yeah.
dealt. And guess what? Everything we do. Here's what's so pathetic about a lot of this. Everything that we have experienced starts at home.
Yeah.
I don't like my mama, so women gonna catch every. I can't do what I do with women now with my mama, but I can
Yeah.
show, play them for it.
Right.
I can lie for it. I can steal for it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'll do whatever, and I'll feed them this fantasy, and then I'll snatch the rug out from up under, and let me go do the other one.
Right.
Meanwhile, God said, "Okay, now
Mm.
stop, stop, stop. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Hey, somebody send Tamika over here. Hey, send him Tamika. Yeah, she gonna get show him what it feel like.
Right.
Send them to me. Then you get the experience what that feel like because you've been doing this for so long.
Right.
Instead of you breaking yourself saying, you know what, I should have did that. Let me go back and amend this with these women that I've done this to.
Mm.
No. Yo, dumb behind. I'm trying to, I'm not clean, so I'm trying to clean up for your pro. But your dumb, you know what? Double down and become more egregious in your actions.
Yeah.
You get even worse. Sir, no. You creating situationships. You telling her this was supposed to be love. You're saying, listen, I'm just clapping them cheeks. I like what you do to me. I like doing what I do to you. That this is just fun.
Yeah.
But yet and still, you're planning to go overseas together. You're spending the night. You got an overnight bag.
Right.
You're going out on dinners and dates. Nigga, you dating.
Yeah.
But I told her, man, but I told her we no, bro. You
Yeah.
told her, but you showed her too. It's a toe and show.
That's it.
It's a telling show. I can tell you all day.
Yep.
If I'm
Yeah.
showing you something different, you're gonna go with what I'm showing you.
Right.
Oh, he really likes me. We're in a relationship. No, we ain't. Then why are you doing the extra? Listen, if that's what you're gonna do, you grown. If that's what you're gonna do, you need to stand on your guns and stick with that.
Yeah.
And you need to make sure I ain't spending the night. We ain't talking on the phone all day. I'm not calling and checking on you. Don't send me no lunch. This
Right.
is all we gonna do. So now there's a clear understanding. Okay, somebody do wrong, and guess what? Even at that time, right? Even at that time, you turn around and if things change, sometimes I've heard amazing and wonderful stories of people started out being friends with benefits and turn around end up being husband and wife. Like, I don't like this. I actually like this ain't supposed to happen. You know what? I'm glad you said something. I'm feeling the same thing. You're not grown enough to revisit the conversation,
Right. Mm.
right?
My goodness. But like you said earlier, though, that preventing all that is about your relationship with God.
All
Preventing
day
is
long.
about your relationship with God. Because my relationship with God who has prevented me from doing it's the conviction of the Holy Spirit has stopped me from doing things I would have loved to do. And it's like if I'm gonna be on this road, if I'm going to walk this path, then there's going to be some things I got to say. I got to die to flesh, right? I got to have that relationship. And the beautiful thing about it is, it's not a punishment to not have love and not go after love, but the work that needed to be done on the inside. You know, one of my other answers to how do we get love? How do we get healthy love? You already gave it to us. Have that connection with God. Have a connection with God. Seek his face. And you know, I would never put my God and my beliefs on anybody. So if anybody watch this, I always am a cheerleader for the Holy Spirit, the Father, and Jesus Christ. You know, but if your religion gives you something else, just go after something bigger than you instead of, you know, like you said, these human relationships that can sway. But you know, God's love is steadfast, and love absolutely covers a multitude of sin. Loving somebody correctly and setting healthy boundaries, we're having respect for ourselves.
Oh, Sheree, you can't set no boundaries. Let me do what I want to do. Don't set no boundaries. What you mean?
Right.
Because now you acting different when you set boundaries and you set parameters when you can't talk to me. Oh, who you think you are now? Wait.
Right.
I can't no longer do what I want to do or call you when I want to call. Send you those out after 3 months, 4 months. Hey, big head text. Knowing that you still got some type of emotional attachment to me that you would work on. Then I try to hit you back. Hey, I ain't on that no more. What? Uh,
Right.
You have lost your grip and your control. Now what?
My
And guess what?
goodness.
Now you don't know what it meant. I literally sat here and watched the movie from on Tubi, and this was pretty good. It was making me so mad. This guy ends up losing his life by messing with the same woman that he should have let go. Didn't love.
Mm.
She gets a baby by him. Didn't love her. Left her. Bumped her and the baby. Found a new life with another one. Heard she was finna move on. Went back and took control. And just because he knew he had an end with that, and still went back and messed up her love life, unalived the guy she was with.
Oh my goodness.
Then I had him unalive. Then came back and once he got back in the fold and got her back where he wanted her, back in her little parentheses, he went back to doing the BS he was on. But he ended up losing both women that he had,
Wow.
doing the same thing. Like, okay, first of all, that type of behavior for too long on the male side of the thing, we condone that. We
Yeah.
celebrated that. We patted the guy on the back.
Right.
Bruh, you're out here creating damaged women all over the place. There
Yeah.
are women out there. You know what I'm talking about, because they say I look like the dude in the movie.
You know what? I haven't watched it. I will watch it. So the next time we go live, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna be able to
I'm gonna talk. I was talking to Miss Tanisha. I don't know if you see the
Oh
comments. She,
yeah,
she
okay,
just
she sees the comment. Yeah.
so
She was at fault too.
here's here's the biggest thing. Absolutely, she was, but I'm saying, knowing what he knew,
Yeah.
the best thing for him is to move on, because guess what? We play A lot of guys play off y'all emotions, and I love when they run into women that's emotional, but they don't show it like that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
now what you gonna do? Now she's kind of reserved and laid back. Let's see. Now you don't know how to play. Because I keep telling folks too, when it come down to love, people like the love bomb because they learn information. You talk too much. I've been telling women
Come
for years,
on.
too much. Shut up.
That's right.
Let him find out naturally and organically what he's there for. Because if you
Yeah.
keep telling me, just like I just mentioned on this Tubi movie, I am going to play a role.
Right.
I am going to act as long as I can to get, because you're sending out casting calls with some of this stuff you're posting, some of this thing you're saying,
Come on.
some of this energy you're putting out. Words have power. You're drawing these type of people to you, and you're wondering, why is this happening to me?
Why is the same thing
Go back and
happening?
look at the 34 posts you just put out there. You just saying you want to be F ninja free, but yet and still you want a husband out of the same mouth.
Come on.
Ma'am, that's blessed. That's like blessings and curses. God said you shouldn't even do that.
Double
Don't do that.
Yeah.
So now you're not going to find what you're looking for because you're too scared again to get in front of that mirror and confront why your relationship with yourself is like that.
Yeah. Right.
Why your relationship with God is like that. Where did it come from? And address the very beginning.
That's good.
Because I'm gonna share something with you. Every last one of our traumas, and we just gonna stick to the romantic part. Every last one of our traumas have birthdays.
You better say that again for the people in the back. I'm gonna use that again for people in the back. Say run that back, sir. Run that back.
Every last one of our traumas has a birthday. So every time you experience that, you're throwing your trauma a birthday party.
Jesus.
How many birthday parties you gonna continue to throw that trauma when you should be throwing it at a funeral?
I'm gonna tell you, I read a study recently where a psychologist was explaining when we're talking about trauma, we're talking about when trauma was initiated, that we subconsciously get stuck at that age of our trauma. So if we are 5, 10 years old and we've experienced abuse of whatever type, if we haven't dealt with it, there's going to be a part of us that is that age that's responding to life as an adult. So what you're saying, when I tell you, it literally mirrors this report that we at some point have got to, we have to confront these things. You're right. We got to confront them. We got to say, okay, let me really sit with myself and remember. And then the crazy part is our brains really will separate those traumas. So if we don't work with it, we will never get to the bottom of it. Disassociation is real. I just talked to a friend of mine who was like, I sat down and was thinking about something, and all of it, I started thinking, having these memories, and then my body started feeling a certain way. And she was remembering stuff she hadn't even thought about as a child, So doing that work is so important. But can you just say it again, what you had said? We got to give our trauma a funeral and not a birthday every time we're
I'm throwing birthday parties for that trauma.
Jesus.
And see, I've been on this. I'm taking some of these things that God give me. I just share it with people. And I used to get angry when I hear other people steal your stuff and then go run off the other platforms and say it. But I'm like, okay, as long as it's getting out there, you're gonna make sure you get the credit for it. But the biggest thing is that I'm gonna tell you how I know. Because the reason why I had to dig deep and find out the reason why I love, I just can't get enough of older women, is when I was 12 years old. It was a chick, they used to let me sit by her. She was a grown woman at this time.
Wow.
They used to let me sit by her, and I am lusty now. When you get the age and you hit that puberty stage and you're starting to grow, you're starting to figure some things out. Girls used to be like, ugh, cooties. Now it's like, ooh,
Right.
So now I'm at that age where it's starting to curve, and I'm sitting by you every Sunday. I'm feeling like the man my uncle's talking to me. Oh man, I wish I could sit by her. And listen to me. Listen to me when I tell you, this joker was stone cold fine. But she was older than me.
Yeah.
Now, let's look at this. Had the roles been reversed,
Yep.
He would have been put in jail.
Yeah.
He would have been labeled. He would have had a essay on his record, and he couldn't move towards schools.
That's
But we
right.
don't say that when it's on the other side.
Right.
We don't. We don't say that when it's on the other side.
That's the truth. That's
You
absolute
see what I'm
truth.
saying? I had no business sitting with her like that
Right.
as a 12-year-old boy. That sent me down a pathway. And guess what? She had a certain look. Let me show you I'm gonna show you how real when I say your traumas have birthdays. She had a certain look. And I only like girl, I was crazy about any girl that had that look, had that body shape. Oh, it was a spectrum.
Yeah.
Had her skin tone. She's the same skin tone as you. Had the same. If you look like you had that skin tone, it was over with.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I was mouth watering. I can't wait to get around. And guess what? Every last one of those women like that are damaged like a mom. And
Come
I
on.
just kept finding one after another, and it was tearing me anew.
Right.
So one day I just got tired of it. And I never forget I had a long session with 6'2" Peaches. She actually does this. Counts. She actually is a psychologist.
Mm.
And we sat down and we dove into it. And all these times I'm seeing naming all the chicks that I dated or I was interested in even look like that. Someone with darker, someone with lighter, someone with the same complexion. But they were all on the same spectrum part, body shape wise. I'm like, why do I like this type?
Yeah.
And it drove right back down to that 12-year-old kid. I had to go back and talk to 12-year. This ain't Mancode talking now. I had to go back to talk to 12-year-old Chris. I had to get in front of that mirror and let him know, bro, this is not okay.
Yes.
This is why you're like this. You have set yourself up to be around women that has my aunt. It was so bad. My aunt said you just need to stop dating sisters, period.
Wow.
They cannot handle the man that you are.
Mm.
You are a good man. They cannot deal with you, nephew.
Wow.
You are too good a man. She said, I've known you since you were little. And you've always got that treatment. And she said that to me recently. They've always done you like this.
Wow.
And you don't even deserve to be done like that. And she just randomly said this out of the blue.
Mm.
So it's validating trauma that I had
Right.
a while back. So I'm like, I ain't dating no more bumpy.
Yeah.
No. Get rid of that. I said, okay. Your trauma just had a birthday. Time to throw a funeral.
Jesus.
Time to go. As soon as by the time I got home, literally, I'm sure what's crazy. My aunt lives 2 minutes that way. But I'm when I say 2 minutes, I can pull out my apartment, whip around, go down the street, and she's right there. Literally, her and my uncle live right there.
Mm.
And by the time I got from there back to the parking lot of my apartment, I had a funeral for that trauma.
Wow.
This is the last time I am gonna feel like this.
Wow.
So rest in peace.
Come on.
Not really. Go back to where you came from.
Right.
Everything those women, and I said right there, I said, everything those women ever took from me, I call back. Everything that they try to deposit, I give back. I send back to them.
That's right.
I'm good.
That's right. Wow.
So when I stand there, love is gonna find you when it's supposed to. He is gonna find you when you're supposed to. And I've told a friend of mine, I said, man, listen, your husband is in your DM, is in your friend zone. Ladies, your husband's in your friend zone. You laughing at me. No, not you, but I'm saying they was laughing. Oh, boy, gone. What stop? Ain't nobody. I said, listen to me. I'm telling you right now, your husband, quote unquote, your wife is in your friend zone.
Mm.
She will be exactly what you need to become even to complete. Because you should, if you have 8 out of the 10 things, God may use that woman to bring the last 2.
That's right.
And vice versa, women, that's he gonna be the part that fits you. Hey, Toy. So when I tell you, when it come down to that simple fact, you give up and you get angry because you don't know what love looks like. Let me just say this. when are you? I want to ask this to those listening. When are you gonna stop being a coward and address that bully in the mirror?
Mm,
Eventually, one of these days, you got to stand up to that bully. Eventually,
yeah.
you going I mean,
Yeah.
my father taught me that no matter what, if you slap the fire out of a bully, he is no longer going to want to fight.
Mm.
Because if you slap that hard, God, I don't want to feel your punch.
Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm
So
stuttering. That's
your
the
version
truth.
your version of slap should be prayer. Your version of slap should be attacking that situation, that trauma.
Absolutely.
Your version of slap should say, I'm no longer gonna sit here and allow myself to feel this type of way
Right.
when I know what type of person I am. I have to take accountability that I continue to choose wrong based on what my eyes like.
That's it. That's right. And not what your heart needs. There's so
At
many.
some point, exactly. At some point, I'm gonna sit there and be like, okay, when is enough enough?
Yeah.
When am I gonna say, okay, God, once in my lifetime, show me what love looks like and prepare me to reciprocate.
Yes. That's the prayer. Prepare me to reciprocate.
Or being a man, prepare me to initiate it.
Mm.
Appreciate you, Toy. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you.
You guys are really blessing me in these comments. Thank you so much.
Also, you at 10K too, by the way. So I don't know if you know you're at 10K likes.
Oh my gosh. I'm still learning TikTok. Y'all excuse me. I'm truly still learning. I've only been on for what, 2 months. And so I'm just doing the fun things I love to do. I don't even know like what to do. So that's awesome. Thank y'all so much. And I'm thinking there's only 5 people watching. It's way more than that. I'm watching the comments. You guys are just amazing. Thank you so much. But this conversation is so important to hear a healthy Black man speak about something that is being talked about all over social media, but from a very healthy place, like not trauma bonding, not, manipulative, just the truth. And it's
Can I?
such a
I'm
special thing.
gonna tell you, oh man, she blessing you as well. That's a cool gift. I'm gonna tell you this, so I don't want to dominate the conversation too much because
Oh
I'm gonna
no,
have to
you're
go a little
fine.
bit. But I will say that because we got to do this again when I don't have something, I have something going
Yes.
on. But listen, I sabotaged probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to me, which ended up being a lesson anyway,
Mm,
because of the same trauma.
yeah.
I sabotaged, and here's what's so crazy. Here's what's so crazy. I sabotaged that situation, and to turn around only to be put in a similar or better one later on.
Mm,
Because see, a lot of times we have got to get out this BS of, oh, you fumble me, you fumble the bag, blah 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 blah. Right?
right.
That's what we love to say. Somebody fumble. Okay, y'all, hold on for a second. Rock with me, follow me. If you play football, where the analogy comes from, the fumble comes from, they don't fumble you intentionally, fool.
Oh, Jesus. Come on.
They're running with the ball, and somebody else comes along and punches the ball out, or they lose concentration and drop it
That's good.
at that moment. That was not intentional. Y'all not acting like people are fumbling you. No, if they
Right.
fumbling you intentionally, that don't mean that they, oh, you fumbled me. No, they came to do that.
Right.
Okay, so please understand, they came to do that.
That's right. Mm,
If I fumbled you, I didn't mean to do that
right.
because that hurts the
Yeah.
team. If I fumbled, oh, now you catching what I'm saying.
Right.
That actually hurts me fumbling you. So I'm not intentionally doing that, love.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm handling you, if nobody taught me how to run with the football, nobody taught me that when the quarterback puts in your bread, this is called your bread basket where your sternum is, and you're supposed to overlap your hands to receive the ball. Nobody teaches me to do that.
Yeah.
and I catch it, and I try running. You try to hand it to me, and I catch. I try to underhand it instead of cradle it. Oh, okay. I
Mm. Uh-oh. Connection seems to
how to
be.
hold the ball.
Can you hear me? I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Okay, you got me now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I had my Wi-Fi. I had to turn my Wi-Fi off. Spectrum trash. Spectrum is so
Me
trash.
too.
But these people want to play the game. Sometimes they just want to play. Hear the game they want to play. They don't know how to run with the ball with you.
Mm.
I wasn't taught how to run with you.
Right. Run
So
with you.
sometimes I had to retire mid game
Wow.
because
Wow.
I'm on the wrong field. Ooh, I'm on the wrong field. I don't know how to play this game. Okay,
Jesus.
I'm used to finessing game now. You're very physical. You play a physical brand of football. I don't want to play this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm used to finesse. That word. I'm used to
Mm.
finesse.
There is that word. Yeah. You know, there is another analogy that I heard a little while ago about the capacity to love. How, just like you said, our life situations can cause us to look at life or view life in a certain way, and you can have a person who's just like can hold a teacup of an amount of love, and this teacup for them is all they got. Life has hit them, stuff has hurt, but they're trying, they're healing, and their full capacity is a small cup. But then you can meet somebody that's a 10-gallon capacity, that's just full of love and just full of life and whatever. And I think, even then, with the analogy you're providing about fumbling the ball, I think we people who may feel like 10-gallon people, we have to also have an understanding that everybody doesn't pour out love the same way, but they pour out all they can. They pour out everything that they got. So if a teacup person is pouring into somebody and it's just a little drop in the bucket, we cannot look at them and judge them like, well, you should be doing more. Look at what I do for you. No, they're at their fullest capacity. And like you said, they're not trying to fumble
Right.
the ball. They're not trying to hurt anybody. They are literally giving out as much as they can because of the how life. But that's getting back to getting those questions answered. Who are you? What have you experienced? Let me know who you are so I can know what kind of cup you carry. So I don't blame you for not loving me at my fullest capacity. So I love your
So
analogy. That's so good.
so if what you got to understand, that's why the mirror is so important.
Yeah,
Because you can't date this type of person, like you just said, you beat me to it. You can't date this type of person if this is what you're expecting back.
that's right.
This is you. This is a lot.
Yeah,
And then this is what you're dating, but
right,
this is who you are.
right,
And like you said, I scoop all this powder out of here and drop it into this cup. It's full,
right,
but I still got more left to give, and you tapped out.
right. There it is.
Okay, so now I'm mad at you because you tapped out.
Right, right.
No, you gave to capacity.
Yeah,
We have got to get off this crap of, man, you just ain't had enough, and then you go here and blasting this person. You just gave the perfect version. You are here blasting this person, and guess what? They really did give everything you got. They don't know how to love.
come
There's a
on.
lot of men that want to love so bad, but I
Yeah,
just don't. I don't even know how to get in. I don't even know how to tap into me to reach that part because I've never seen it.
that's it.
We've seen our uncles. I used to say this all the time. I saw my uncle slap my auntie on the cheek.
Yeah,
Walk by. Bah! Mm. We've seen that behavior, but I never saw my auntie washing dishes. My
right,
uncle come home from work, slide his arm around his waist and sit his chin on her shoulder and just rock with her for a second. I never seen it.
right.
I've never seen a man do a woman like that. I've seen him objectify her, slap on her, but tell her she's sexy, this, that, and other. I've never seen him just walk behind her and just caress her, no words being spoken.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna tell you, one of my best friends, gave me
Yeah.
right before his wedding. I had one of the best moments, and it helped me. I freestyled a poem at their wedding reception, and I meditated on that moment. The moment I saw them do that, I meditated on the moment. We was in there listening to music. We was doing music at the time. I was rapping at the time, and so was he. I was part of his group. We were together, and we were going through beats. He said, "Hey man, have you heard this song by the Pussycat Dolls?" No, I have not. He said, "Bro, this song bumping." Now this man is in crunk music. Now he in gangster music.
Mm.
And he said, "Man, this song right here bumping." I said, "Okay, man, run it." I'm sitting in his studio at his house. We over here rocking. I'm like, man, you know what? This is kind of hard. Nothing else was said. We listened to the music. His wife who became his wife. They weren't. They had just got married, or whatever. She walked away. She was in her and her friend was in the kitchen. Me and him was in the studio. He was playing the song loud. You too, Miss Tanisha.
Yeah.
He was playing the song, the music so loud that she came from. I didn't even know. We was, when we vibe, we close our eyes and we just let the rhythm. We feel it. We like, okay, yeah, let's just rock. When I opened my eyes, she had left the kitchen. He was sitting in the chair at the computer rocking. She done wrapped her arm. Her left arm was wrapped around his stomach. Her other hand was on top of his like this. And I didn't know where her hand began or where his hand ended when I looked at them.
Mm. Wow.
And they just sat there and rocked until that song, rocked and rolled together, just vibing until that song went off. I said, that's what love look like.
Wow. Yeah.
If it ain't like that, I don't know.
But come on. That's the truth.
I don't
Wow.
want it. If I can't sit up here and see you at the end of the day, I don't care if I'm mad at you. Still come fix your tire. Like I love those. I see those little see those little videos on Facebook where you mad at each other, but you still love each other. She cleaning his shirt angrily. She tighten him up, making sure he still look good. Put money in his pocket, cash up $200 for lunch, go get a haircut. She's still mad. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing stuff for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Making sure she taken care of. Hey, go shopping today. Just be mad. You good? You hungry?
Right.
I'm mad at you, but I still care about you. You just
That's
get on
right.
my nerves right now.
Right.
When are we gonna get back to that? Because see,
Yeah.
love again. Think about it again. Not only does love cover a multitude of sins, love changes things, just like prayer does.
Yes.
I can argue with you all day. I can debate semantics. I can do all that foolishness. But what have you ever actually experienced that? And I
Mm.
promise you, when you experience that, that can never be disputed.
That's so true. That's so true.
You
And
you
the
had it one time in your life.
right. It'll last forever. And the last thing that comes to my mind is God is love. When we are truly loving from a pure place and we are giving somebody love that we know they want, even if we're tired, whatever the case, being mad, whatever the case may be. But to know that giving somebody love is literally letting them feel the hands and the heart of God, giving them that safe place to kind of melt for a second, to take the world off of their shoulders, especially for men, and more importantly for Black men. For you all to have that place where you can just sit and melt and be a human and not have to worry about all the things that men carry. Yeah, God
Let's go.
is love.
And let me say something. Anybody who follows me, anybody that knows me, I am one of the few brothers that tell black women on a consistent basis that I love y'all. I love you for your flaws. I love your greatness about you. I love how you look. I love how you smell. I love how when you walk with confidence. When you walk across the parking lot, it ain't even about trying to bed you. It's just like it's just an amazing thing just to watch. Sometimes it just it's beautiful thing. But I want you to understand that all of us don't dislike you.
Yeah.
All of us don't hate you. But we are having a difficult time collectively getting a lot of women to take accountability because you said some harsh things to that man. Your work. See, the one thing, and I'm gonna say that this is gonna be it for me. For real.
I
This
know
gonna be
you
my last closing. The one thing that I understand what God has charged women with, right? It's not, ladies. I said if you're new to this on Sharita's live, but if you're new to on of your mainstay on mine, you know where I'm going. Say this all the time. It's not what's in your skirt. That's the most powerful thing on earth. They lied to you. Because if you never put that on me, you're powerless. It is
Yeah.
your influence.
Mm.
You have to be careful as a woman, especially a black woman, how you're using your influence. You are going to be held accountable for that.
Wow.
You have a sphere of influence of men around you. We cannot ever sit up there. If a man tell your woman not influenced, he is a whole dog faced lie because your mama still influence you. You have an influence with your sisters. You have cousins that you rock with hard. You got an aunt. You got your favorite auntie, your grandma.
Wow.
That's influence. So don't sit up here and lie to me and tell me that that woman don't influence you or lie.
Mm.
Now, I even told God, I said, listen, I know that when I'm being influenced, send me when I do. And it took me a long time to even think about getting back on there. When I do, send me a woman that's gonna influence me to follow you, not influence me to crash out.
Oof.
Cause she gonna influence me. I can't even be. I'm man enough to admit she gonna influence. I can't. It's built in. It's
Right.
status quo. Like send me somebody that's gonna influence me to be the best version of myself by getting to know you better.
Yeah, that's so good.
Don't send me somebody that's gonna influence me to crash out when I'm at my dumbest and I'm at my lowest moment.
Right.
Don't send me her. Because if she do
Mm.
that, I know she ain't from me.
Right. Right.
That's the most powerful thing that y'all have is influence. Be careful how you use that.
That's good.
And you can even influence me. Okay, here's the example of what I speak of biblically. Do we remember the book of Ruth?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the guy that hated the Jews?
Hagar. Or
Okay.
Haman. Haman.
Haman. I was gonna wait. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Who influenced Haman to build those gallows? His wife did.
Oh my goodness. Mm. You know, it's so many examples of a wife. Now you just said that, open the floodgate, and I know you gotta go. Job's wife, she told him to curse God and curse the day you were born and die.
Influence.
Influence.
Influence. Okay.
Jesus.
Who influenced? Now let me show you. Let me show you how powerful the two powerful examples, right? And this go. I hope this give you goosebumps like it gave me when God downloaded this to me. Haman's wife influenced him to build gallows. Appreciate you
Thank you.
to
Thank you, friend.
eradicate the leaders of the people that he hated.
Yeah.
She, in turn, lost her husband and her sons, where heads were cut off and they were impaled on poles. She became a proverb. She lost her entire family, influencing her husband to crash out.
Wow.
On one side of the coin. On the other side of the coin, Ruth went to the king to say she had such powerful influence out of all the concubines and all the women in his house. She had more influence, and her influence saved the people.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
one lost hers,
And
another
then
one saved hers. And you see two perfect examples of how women use their influence. What to do when you don't use it the way it's supposed to be meant to.
yeah.
And other time when you use it, look at who it saves and who it influences and who it helps.
Wow.
And
That's
she went into his chambers unsummoned. She could have lost her head for that.
immediately.
If he
Yeah.
didn't hold that scepter out, she would have lost her head.
Absolutely.
He said, "What is wrong? Hey, my people finna get destroyed. They finna take a care, eliminate my mentor. Blah blah blah. Who finna do it? That man standing right next to you, Haman.
Mm.
What? Now think about how much influence he took that man. Hey man, somebody said, hey yo, hey King, hey homie, he got some gallows in his backyard that he built for old boy. He said, good. Hang that nigga on him.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Right.
So now you tell your husband, you influence your husband to build something for somebody else, and you lost him to the same device you told you.
Jesus. Because that's exactly what happens. Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Now you can influence me to love you in ways by how you see me as
Yeah.
a man. I am most vulnerable with you.
Mm-hmm.
I had someone tell me that don't the rib protect the heart? Yeah.
Mm. Wow.
Okay, then that's where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. Oof.
And I used to tell women all the time, protect me, protecting you.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Because two
Protect
different
me
kinds of protection.
while I'm protecting you. I need protection from you
Right.
while I'm protecting you.
Wow.
And these women are not understanding. We need your protections too. I need you to protect my heart just like I'm trying to protect you physically and
Absolutely.
financially and emotionally.
Absolutely.
You need to give me the same.
Mm.
That's how I know. That's how I know
Yeah.
that you love me if you do that.
Wow.
And there is nothing, as a man, I will tell you, there is nothing in this world that if I could give it to you, I will be just like my favorite movie. It's a Wonderful Life. Hey, Mary, you want the moon? Just give me the word. I'll get a rope and bring it down.
Right.
I'll bring you the moon if I can.
Yeah. Mm.
That's how powerful y'all are. I'll bring you the moon if I
Whew.
can.
I pray somebody's listening to this live and will listen to the replay and just be blessed by this truth of of the other side of being patient, of being, you said you didn't want to over talk, you didn't want to talk too much. I recognize when a man is speaking and when wisdom is coming forward. I'm never offended by that. I want to learn, I want to hear, because I am a wife eventually. It's going to happen. And
No,
what
you're
you're
correct.
saying is
You're
just
correct.
amazing.
You're correct. You are. You have been. You were a wife when I first. Me and you first came in contact. You were a wife from that point on.
Hmm.
You just had to clear some stuff up.
Come
It just
on.
hadn't come into fruition.
Yeah.
So don't feel like this is for you. Don't keep feeling the way that you're feeling right now because you're being hidden in plain sight.
Hmm. I received that. I do.
You're so above average, but you look average.
Wow.
What I mean by you look average, meaning you're not out here showing what you got. You're covered. You're walking right. You're this. You're you're reserved.
Wow. Well, thank you for
And
seeing
the
me.
same time, and the same time, at last time I checked, when gold was at its best, it was refined. It was put through fire first. It was get all the impurities out.
My goodness.
You have gotten a lot of your impurities out,
Yes.
and it was self-directed.
Yeah. Wow.
So now that same gold, some of y'all gonna be an earring, some of y'all gonna be a nose ring, some of y'all gonna be a ring on the finger, some of y'all gonna be a pendant, some of y'all gonna be a chain. Some of y'all might be a headpiece, but y'all all still
Mm,
gold.
that's good. Oh, I received that. Thank you so much for saying
You,
that.
you're one.
Good.
You're one of the sweetest, most genuine people that I know
Mm,
in life, and I'm not saying that just to big you up. I don't never tell nobody that I don't believe. Because if I don't like you, I don't rock with you. I don't rock with you.
absolutely. And
End of that.
I got to give you
That's
your
it.
flowers too. You've been so patient. You've been so sweet. You've been so kind. And I'm grateful for our friendship. I don't have family here in Birmingham. It's just me and my friends at church. And but it just feels good to know that, that you are there. I know, we're busy, we got life going, but just whenever we get a chance to just chat for half a second, it's just refreshing. So thank you for being a stand-up man. And I will say that in private, you are a stand-up guy. You are. And that's why I was so glad when you wanted to join. I didn't have to sit and think about it. Like, what? Are you kidding me? This is wisdom and information we
And I tell
all
you,
need.
I tell you what, I would do this too. I said I was done. I was not going to talk. I was done with this, but I would not mind doing this with you more. I
Yes.
got,
Yeah.
I
We can
got you.
see. We can
I,
see.
I got you.
We could sit down, we could plan it out, we could plan our topics, the whole nine. I'm definitely dedicated to helping just uplift people, give people the information you gave today. Just that kind of stuff is what we need. You know, we need alternatives to all the hate. We need alternatives to it. And we need tactical ways, like actual ways to get past the pain, putting that mirror to our face, setting healthy boundaries, getting our relationship with God right. Like all those things are going to just help us be better in the long run. So we got
Before
to keep doing this.
before I get out of here, what's so crazy
Yeah.
about this whole situation? What's wild, I should have said, is I actually almost done filling out going back for psychology, my psychology degree.
Wow.
I did not want to do it. I procrastinated. I know that enrollment. I know that lady in enrollment is about to strangle me because I hesitating, faking it, not doing. I ain't been acting right. I've been cutting up, and I was like, I still got to do it. And I just feel that urge to do it because the thing is, I'm coming from a place, and I always have. I might have been misguided in some of my points, some of my views, and some of the things that I've said, which I go back and amend too. I'm man enough to do that. But I've gotten to a place and always been in a place where I want to bridge the gap, and I do it from a heart of love.
Yeah.
Now, if I go do this and get educated, now I can really prepare you and tell you real steps on how to fix yourself.
Right.
So let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's dive into that because I want to. No matter what we call the show, There's one thing I want the motto to be said: is where love exists.
And that's it. And listen, and we have a birthday for a healthy, a healthy tactic to combat all the foolishness. The birthday is today. I love it.
Where love exists.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I have held you hostage 30 minutes over what was supposed to have been today. But gosh, I'm so grateful for your time. And we're gonna wrap it up. I thank you guys in this comments. I thank you for the gifts. I got to go research what the gifts are. I have no idea of anything going on TikTok other than we had a chance today to just pour out love into everybody. So thank you all for joining. We're gonna let you know when we'll be back. Maybe every Wednesday. I don't know. We'll talk about those things. But thank you so much. Yeah. You all have a beautiful day. Sir, I will talk to you very soon. And thank y'all so much for joining in.
I'm gonna hit you up because there's something that I wanted to tell you. And I'm not gonna say it here, but it's something I wanted to tell you. So,
Okay. All right. I'll be here. All right. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all again for sticking around. I so appreciate it. I really do appreciate your time. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the gifts. I am so excited. This has been such a healing conversation. The things that he said, oh my gosh, like y'all, this is what it's about. This is the place, hopefully, and also follow Miss Tanisha's page. Those positive places where we can find love, we can find healing, and I'm just grateful to be a part of it. So again, thank y'all for sticking by. Thank you for the 12,000 hearts. That's crazy. I'm about to go research. I tap on hearts, but do I know what that means? Probably not. So I apologize for my ignorance in it all. But again, I'm just here to spread love. So y'all have a beautiful night. I will see y'all soon. Bye-bye.